you're going to look straight in the camera, and this is you've been looking everywhere but the camera. Right. I'm going to cut out all this part, right?
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm going to ask you, I've never asked before. So
all right.
You seem surprised.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, my business. All right.
Let's do this. Wow.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, I'm Dr. Ifedayo, and back to beautiful, handsome. Okay, one beautiful, handsome human being actually beside me, and then we're going to be asked. They're actually students of Accra College of Medicine at 300 levels, right?
Yes.
7 level year. They'll be beginning their clinical soon, and then they're going to tell us how the experience has been in this school. So if you want to know what the student life is like, we're about to find out. So here with me is
Georgette Amenuvo
and
Alexander Petrontia.
Oh, I love the name Alexandra. Sorry. Start again.
So Alexander Petrontia Momensa.
Wow, I can name my child Alexandra. It's not because of you. I've had the name somewhere before. Okay, I just like the name. I like Georgette too. It's cool. It's cool. Alright, so we're gonna be I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and then Georgette, can you talk me through your journey here at Accra College of Medicine? Like, how did you even get here?
So I finished high school in 2020.
Okay.
And that was when COVID hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, schools were really taking students,
Okay.
and Accra College of Medicine admissions were open.
Okay.
So I applied and actually didn't finish my application, but Miss Jaina,
Yes.
she's the admissions officer
Yeah.
in Accra College of Medicine, and
Yeah.
she called me like almost every day. She's like, finish your application, there's something good here. So I came and I was put in class with him and my other classmates, and we actually came like a month into our second year. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was quite late, but the experience so far has been good, and I've been able to acclimate very well.
Hey, that's actually amazing. Could you take us through your journey? How did you get here?
Right. So I completed high school in 2019. My sister was already here at the time, so we knew about the school. So when I completed, it was our first choice. So I applied, I got in,
That's nice.
I had my first year,
Yeah.
couldn't complete it, and then COVID hit.
Okay.
So we went home, we had our online school, and we came back in 200. So it's been good so far. It's been very interesting, unique.
Oh, really? Okay, awesome. So you finished 2020.
Yes.
In 2019.
Yeah.
How did you jump into second year?
I was for here.
And you're coping
Yes.
amazingly well.
She's thriving.
But, okay, that's actually amazing. All right. That's so good. So you mentioned you got in you're both 300 levels, and you mentioned you got in second year.
Yes.
You got in first year. So how did that happen?
So I did A levels.
Yes.
So I said I finished in 2020.
Yes, you did.
Yes. So after I did my A levels, my results came out. I got A stars. So I'm not trying to. Not trying to. So then when I came and had my entrance exam, did my interview, I was actually admitted into 200, level 200.
That makes sense.
Yes. So ACM has
Like a waiver.
Waiver for if you've done A levels and you've been able to do well, you can skip the foundation year.
Yeah, for those who are confused, the WASI is ordinary level, A level is advanced level.
Ah?
Mom, I did what's it called WASI? So yeah, but it's ordinary level.
Oh, don't say that.
Actually, you guys, that's actually what it's called. Ordinary level school living certificate. Then the A level is advanced level. Okay. Yeah, she's advanced. Okay.
No.
All right then. So what's the teaching and learning like at Accra College of Medicine? I will start with Alex.
I think it's a bit different to your average university, and the
I'm really selling the school.
the reason for that is the class size.
Alright,
so
okay.
our class is a size of 26.
Yeah.
And for something like that, you can interact with your professor one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's not something you're afforded at most universities. So
Right.
it really changes the dynamics of learning. So I feel that is the major advantage when it comes to our learning here.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm tempted to agree with you. Actually, I actually agree with you. I think I prefer situations where I'm closer with my lecturers and then let them find out my weaknesses and help me. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they highlight my strengths and let me know that that's a strength. Yeah. What how was the teaching and learning here at Accra College of Medicine?
I think, as you said, it's really interactive.
Yes.
So the lecturers actually know, most of the lecturers know you by name.
Yeah.
So they come, you introduce yourself. Since we are such a small class size, it doesn't take that much time to introduce
Yeah.
ourselves. So we're able to introduce ourselves. The lecturers get to know us by name, by quality,
Yeah.
and find out, as you said, our strengths and weaknesses, what we can do. So they're able to help us, and we are able to learn better because we are closer to them. Alex can take a phone and call any lecturer he wants right now, and then he'll get a response.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's good. So but ask what you like about ACM right now. I feel like I'm asking a repetitive question, but I'm going to push it and ask what you like about Accra College of Medicine. I'm sure you tell me something else I'm not even aware of. George, do you want to start?
We have more a familial relationship
Yes.
here in ACM. So we're all really close to each other. We know most of the other students.
We have a tight relationship.
Yes, we have a tight relationship. We all have student mentors,
Yeah.
and that we assigned when we first come. So mine is in level 400 right now, so she's in the clinic.
All right.
But we all have student mentors. So you have to come in with the mind of being a family.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're a family more than a school.
I think that is actually very important because sometimes it's best to hear it how it was done from someone who has just done it.
Yes.
Makes it more achievable.
Yes.
Like sometimes it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then when you hear how someone has done it, what they did right, and then you're like, I can do this.
Yes.
And then you end up doing it.
Exactly.
It's like win-win for the both of you.
That's the principle.
Yes. What do you love about Accra College of Medicine? I mean, your sister was here before, so I'm expecting that I'll hear something. Wow. Okay.
So
wait.
what she said about the family
Yes.
environment is true. I also like the facilities.
Okay.
In particular, when it comes to anatomy and pathology, these are some of the most difficult subjects that medical students go through. And we have a machine or a device. It's called the anatomist.
Yes.
And I feel it really revolutionized how we studied anatomy because you don't have to go through the drudgery of going to the mortuary all the time and being with the dead bodies.
Yeah.
You get to be with a device that allows you to cut. It mimics the mortuary setting. You get your body, but you don't have to go through that whole emotional experience of meeting somebody who's not their maker.
This thing you said, I think I said in the other video about how I'm very sensitive to formalin. Oh my God, it was such a struggle.
Yeah,
I'm doing the thing, I'm crying, I'm sneezing, my nose is running, my eyes running. I don't want to relive it. Anyways, let's move on. So, use a word to describe your stay here. So, you had just one word. The stay here so far, what's it going to be?
You put me in a spot.
Yes.
And I guess
Think about it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask one very interesting question. You could use one word to describe your stay here at ACM. What's it going to be?
I'd say interesting. Came here in level 100, had physical experience here, and all of a sudden COVID hits.
Adjusting to online school was very hard. It's very interesting. I think interesting. Actually, it's my experience.
Okay, so you actually applaud them on how they converted you from in-person transition. Yeah, that's the right word. Transition from in-person to online and back to in-person. But it was quite smooth. Yeah, okay, that's amazing. So, baby girl, one
okay.
word.
I'll say unique.
Unique.
Yeah. No.
Sure.
not just unique in like my experience here, but how the school handled everything. So he started in person, I started online. So my first university experience was online, and I was actually handled really well though. So I think it's been unique because it hasn't been a typical university experience, but it's been
Awesome. So, what's the relationship like between staff and students? When you go first, next.
I don't know. Well, staff and student relationship.
Yeah. This could be a lecturer, faculty. I mean, you mentioned mentees. Do you have like staff mentees?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. So, like, what's the relationship like?
And what she said about the family applies to small types things.
So they're approachable.
You can approach them when they're anytime from the finance person to the president of the school. And when you can call them, message them. It's not a problem. So,
All I'm hearing here, I'm sorry, all I'm hearing here is help is always available.
Yes.
You are not alone.
Yeah.
You are not alone. Oh, some Liverpool thing going on here. You never walk alone, baby. So yeah, that's all I'm hearing. And that's actually something you need. You need all the support system whilst going through medical school. So yeah, I think I vibe with that. Yeah, so what would you say about the staff-student relationship?
Yes, so I mentioned earlier about the mentor and mentee.
Yes.
So we all have faculty mentors.
Yes.
So mine is a physiologist.
Okay.
Petrol.
mine's from a home.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a pharmacologist. So yes.
Yes.
So we each have someone who we can go to.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not like on a large scale. So it's not one faculty to 10 students. One faculty is maybe 2 or 3 students. So they really have the chance to take care of your unique needs. Yeah. So it's very.
That sounds like music to my ears. Yeah, I actually like that. That's actually amazing. So I'm gonna go into the social aspect. How do you maintain the balance between med school, academic work, and other social activities?
I think that's where our SRC comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the lowdown. Okay.
Okay. So actually, he is Alex is our health and organizing officer
Okay.
in the SRC.
Alright.
And so every Wednesday,
Yeah.
so like now
Yeah.
we have SRC time,
Okay.
so we can do whatever we want as students. We've had a debate, we've had games.
Okay.
Today we are relaxing. We have
Okay.
this interview, but we are going to have more SRC events coming up. So it's during what's supposed to be like class time.
Yeah.
So ACM has really given us the opportunity to also thrive in the social aspect as
So
well.
basically, you're telling me in the school timetable there is play.
Yes.
You know, this actually reminds me of my uni. When I tell people that my first degree was in England, Lancaster University, and I tell them, oh, the actual students' union, the organized parties, we actually had a club. The university had a club, and then we had each college, like you know how you have hostels. Each
Yeah.
hostel had a bar.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they actually do discounts and offers so that you can go down. You know how the Brits are. We like so we like our pints and beers, and then what besides it if it's a football season, then you have to watch the what's it called World Cup and all. What do you football people call it? Premier League. That's the name. That's the name. Premier League. What besides you, or if England is playing? Oh my God, European Championship. That's what it's called, isn't it? That's the best time to go to the pub. That's the best time to go to the bar. It is always crazy, and it was like, why does your school have it? But believe you me, we're like #1 school under 50 at the time I was graduating. There was a very fine balance between academic work and leisure. I mean, obviously, maybe because of our cultural setting, we have different things we do for leisure. I also feel like from the debate you said, it actually helps bond the students together.
Yes.
You know yourselves, you socialize and interact more.
Yes.
It's actually good because when you live here, you actually had friends for life,
Yes.
colleagues for life. So, Mr. SRC person, can you tell us more about how you maintain the balance between academic work and social life?
So I think it might somewhat repeat of what she said.
Yeah.
But we try our best to use time together.
Yeah.
So we met the school, we told them about how we had a school psychologist actually, so
Yeah.
it was in conjunction.
Yeah.
We spoke about how the schedule is not conducive for social life,
Yeah.
our social lives are direct.
Yes.
The school took it under consideration,
Yeah.
and this semester became as Wednesday, 5 or time. So we organize activities, we go out, try to have fun. Med school is hard, so we try to relax as much as possible. On this day, get recharged.
I want in on the activity. I want in. How do you manage to balance organizing the events with your schoolwork?
Yes, I see. We're quite few of us. Quite a number of people on projects.
You didn't blow your own horn. Okay, sure. Okay.
So all the work is on my desk.
Okay.
We share the work.
Okay. So teamwork.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. My final question. What do you have to tell us about Accra College of Medicine?
It's a really fun place to be.
I can tell.
It's really interesting.
Yes.
To come here. Every day is different. You don't know what you're going to meet. So med school is hard. We know med school is hard. Lectures long, but ACM makes it bearable. So that's why I want others to know.
Okay. So what would you want to know about ACM?
Aside facilities. Rest of the
I like you. I like you. So that confidence. If you met me in person, met me off and then you hear me say something like, hey, I'm a spec. And the truth is, I'm not a spec. Who is a spec?
Period.
So the period, right? Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really had fun doing this interview with you guys, and I hope everyone who's watched wants to actually come here, because if I were to go back to do medical school now, I think I might be knowing where I'm going to go to medical school if I'm going to have one day off. Okay, so I was wrapping up, but okay, just occurred to me that you said that med school was challenging, you said med school was tough. You asked me, maybe because I'm a doctor now, I'll tell you med school is just character building and discipline. I mean, what you hate to hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I hated when someone said that to me as a medical student. But coming out, I thought it was just character building and instilling discipline. Yeah. So what did you mean by med school is challenging and tough? Right. So what do you mean by med school is challenging? Can you throw that on that, and how Accra colleges help to overcome that?
Okay. So you're a doctor. You've been through med school. Yeah. So you know the workload is a lot.
Oh,
people,
I know that.
Yeah, a lot of faculty tell us that it's not really difficult, but med school is content heavy.
Yes.
You have to learn a lot in a short amount of time. So you have to find a way to carry that balance, right? So even though we have tests almost every day, we have assignments, we have quizzes, we have midterms, we have exams at the end of the semester, and apart from that Wednesday, the rest of the week is packed. So that Wednesday is, you're saying we have Wednesday off, and it's so exciting, but that's the time that we get.
I can see where the challenge
is. Yes,
we're always steady.
We're always steady.
You gotta get that one time where you can just let your head down a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, challenging but character building. Yeah, let's hear the top part.
It was a new way of learning.
Thank you.
I'm used to memorizing. When I memorize, it's but certain amounts, if you get saturated, there's nothing more that.
Exactly.
So I had to find a way. You have to understand, you have to break it down so you understand the principles. Not just sugar. So a lot of the faculty, my mentor, Dr. Dibate, took me to that.
Shout out to him. Shout out to you. Okay.
He took me to how I should learn now. Because it's going to get more difficult to do that. Behind doing this challenge, before I do the challenge, requires how I can learn.
Absolutely right. I think that is important to know, because having been through the process myself, my undergrad was not typical. I didn't have to chew on call. I needed to know principles, because by virtue, I was lucky to have been in that kind of environment. There was principles, not the principle applied, right? So getting into med school, the initial part was difficult because, well, I went to a different med school, and then the resources available to me was textbook. and past questions that were not really past questions, right? So it was difficult because I'm used to having my lecture materials a month ahead of when we resumed. Then I can read it, go to my lecturer, they'll explain to me even before we resumed.
Wow.
So that means I can play the whole semester and take over with my first class because I was prepared, right? So I can understand that. Now, when you talk about the what's it called, the mode of learning, do you know that it's going to change when you get to clinical year? You have been told, right? Yeah, and that's where the learning of principles will be important because sometimes I'm still in a consulting room and then they've given me, but this patient presented and I've never, ever heard of this diagnosis before. Once I just break it down, I say this. So I'm going to go and start asking questions based on inflammation is here, this is here, this is here. And it looks like I'm very smart, but really, I just broke it down and then went back to first principles. I think that is really important. Re-teaching you how to learn is a very important key and important aspect of being a medical school. So thank you so much, guys. And don't forget to invite me to one of your hangouts. I'm a very fun person, I promise. We will. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And yeah, thanks for spending your time with me. All right, bye.
Thank you.